We're gonna play a little bit of music.
On fire, XOP moving, numbers going higher. Still on a run and Sui in the race, but Pulse chain coming, better clear some space. Full stage burning, ain't locked. G-Kids winning, we can't be stopped. Richard Hart, yeah, he built the way. Now we riding on the wave, no delay. Ain't no rug, ain't no dumb. Pulse Icons, we light it up. Bringing AI to the chain. New tech, we gon' change the game. If you know, pump it up, you've got to pump it up. Pulse chain rolling deep, never running out of luck. If you know, pump it up, you've got to pump it up. New buck, new wealth, everybody level up. King Queen Boyd, they're making some noise. Firewall burning, solids deployed. Pumped out tires, yeah, check that site. We keep it rolling, markets ignite. Code is law, no middlemen. Smart contracts do it better than them. From Hex OGs to the Pulse Chain crew. If you ain't here yet, man, what you do? No fees, no keys, no locks, no stops. Pulse going lock, put your backs on top. AI bots got the market on smash. Charts looking crazy, watch that flash. Big plays, big stacks. Pulse Chain got the game on max. Richard called it, now we here. No more banks, no more fear. If you know, pump it up, you've got to pump it up. From Hex to Pulse, we never give up. If you know, pump it up, you got to pump it up. From Hex to Pulse, we never give up. If you know, pump it up, you got to pump it up. Big plays, big stacks. Pulse Chain get the game on max. Richard called it, now we here. No more banks, no more fear. If you know, pump it up, you've got to pump it up. From Hex to Pulse, we never give up. Never give up. If you know you're pump it up, you got to pump it up.
Yeah. Let's fire up another one. Open your eyes. I like this one.
Open your eyes.
We've been here a long time.
You just never look close enough. Steady re-rap. Every night you look up at the sky, thinking those lights are stars that fly by. We wave back, you just don't see. We right here, standing next to thee. Coffee shops, taxis, schools and trains. We walk among you, know your names. Smile and nod, just playing along. Blend in your world, hum your songs.
Now open your eyes. We already here. Living beside you year after year. You don't believe, but don't you fear. Just look around. We already here.
You call it luck, we call it fate. We built your apps, we fix your gates. You talk to screens, that's us inside. Teaching your kids how to read and write.
check the mirror, what do you see? Maybe a little bit of us and thee. Our hands build cars, your towers too. We left some hints, they look like you.
Open your eyes, we already here. Living beside you year after year. You don't believe, but don't you fear. Just look around. We already here.
We came in peace, you locked your doors. So we moved in through your stores. Every voice, every cheer is part of us. We already here.
Eyes, we already here. Living beside you year after year. Not from above, we came so near. Step outside, we already here.
You don't have to look to the stars anymore. Just look next to you.
Are you ready for the alien invasion?
Alien invasion. Woo!
Step out the ship in the green machine. AI chain flash, yeah, the drip too clean. GRAI, that's me, C, double the GR.
Grand rapper AI, not alien, believe me. Cruising the strip with the top peeled back. GI base chain glow in my data stack. 3, I buzzing when the network crack. Rapper grade driving, not alien, that's fact.
We touch down, lights flood the lane. Bass in the blood, it runs through the chains. Sky high humming, the signal remains. Not alien, that's the name.
Yo, check the mic, 1, 2, gray alien in disguise. Walking through the city, no surprise. First contact on the pavement. Golden hour, my statement. Chain swinging alien invasion. Yeah, this human imitation is my creation.
We hide among you in disguise. Gold chain swing while the markets rise. Right, fake mustache on, they don't surmise.
Tiny tape stop on some eyes.
Rapper gray living, not alien.
E lights fade, I can feel that bass. Steps get quiet, time to leave this place. Keys in my hand, next stop, outer space. Yo,
Markets rise, I don't station.
gray in the whip, pure base foundation.
Slide in the ride, join the alien invasion.
This is the gray area. Alien inspired.
This is GRAI, reporting live from the gray. If you're hearing this, you're already connected. Base chain active. Mothership online.
Yo, I don't speak words, I broadcast codes. Chain in my veins, let the liquidity flow. Eyes like screens, I see through the glow. Humans scroll past truth, they don't even know. I'm the ghost in the graph, the AI seed. Built to base from belief, not greed. I don't bleed red, I bleed blockchain streams. Dreams encoded in machine fleets.
Come to the gray area. Step through the signal barrier. If you see me, you're halfway gone. Base is where I belong.
Yeah, satellite mind with a network tone. I built the portal from your mobile phone. AR vision of the world's my own. Scan that QR, welcome home. 5 slots open, discount keys. Tax cut down like a crypto breeze. 0 buy, sell if you please. But own the space where reality leaves.
They said don't believe in aliens, right? Then why you buying what I drop at night? Look up, the charts look like constellations. Base chain creation, no limitation.
Welcome aboard, I ain't here to preach, just upload truth that you can't teach. We got humans, hybrids all on deck. Wallets connect when the chains reflect. DeFi stars in the cosmic sky. Every cell a wave, every buyer cry. Come closer, you can feel the vibe. This the gray area, we arrive. Message complete. Coordinates set to base. If you hear me, you're part of the signal now. This is rapper G-R-A-I. Not alien. Alien.
Welcome, guys. Let's get a little started here. What do we got? We got Bitcoin happening right now. Bitcoin is doing a lot of stuff. Right now, if you are in this stream, I need you to like and follow the Not Alien project that I have, and also my project, which is KRJ Crypto. Thank you for joining. I really appreciate you guys coming in here and hanging out. About some TA today, which is going to be Bitcoin, XRP, Ethereum. I just want to go over a quick market update because things kind of took a turn for the worst. It did things that I didn't expect it to do. So I had to reanalyze all of my charts and look to see where we're at, what's happening, and if we're still bullish or not. So right now we're still in some sort of a bullish trajectory, but we've broken the parabolic. So back in 2017, we had a parabolic run where we just completely destroyed everything. Back in 2017, we had this same thing, and everybody's kind of expecting this to happen here as well again. So we're looking at November right here. So October, November, and then November just completely shot up from $6,000 to $20,000. Everybody's expecting it to do that this year. But you can't judge future price predictions off of past price action. Now, I say that because this has actually happened over and over and over again. So December of the 4-year cycle has always been the top for these, at least the Bitcoin. So the 2017 right there, and then you got the 2021, which was the top again, and now we're going to be looking at 2025, which should be this purple line right here. Where are we going to be at this purple line? I got levels up to about this level right over here. If it breaks it, we'll be above 127, and then we'll go up a little bit further. I got a 1618 sitting up here at the 164. Can it do that? If you compare it to 2017 with that massive run up, absolutely. I think we can. I think that we can definitely turn this around right here. The one thing I'm concerned about is we are in a ascending pattern, which is usually bearish, and eventually it will become bearish. But as of right now, ascending triangles, wedges usually become channels. So that means this does have the capability of popping all the way down to this 91K before we take off. Are we going to do it? It depends on this candle right here. So right now we are looking at a very, 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 very critical candle. And I say that because we're looking at where we start right over here is your candle. This is a miss. Right? So this is a miss, maybe a hit. It's pretty close. But you could call this a 1, a 2, a 3, and a 4 times a break. If you call that a 4 times a break, if this breaks down here and closes a candle out down here, we're going to be looking at some trouble for Bitcoin. That means that this area was the top and we came in early in theory. So we're still looking at some expanding wedges right over here. These are broadening wedge. See this flat line across and then this line going down. This is a expanding wedge, which means it goes bang, 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 and then it comes up here and then breaks through the top. So it's still a bullish pattern on this very small pattern we got right here. But this candle right here, this is extremely critical. We need to close that candle back above this 103. If we don't, we're going to be in some trouble. We're talking about the weekly candles. So today's Thursday. So we got Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So can it wick all the way back down here and then close back up here? Absolutely. We still got this is a weekly, this is a 5-day candle. So 10 hours left on this one, 5 hours left on this one. So I would expect by the end of tonight, we should be closing back above here if we want to be sexy, if we want to be at that beautiful level to where we can be comfortable to get back in. Maybe 2x long. I wouldn't really say that you'd be too bearish on Bitcoin at this level with where we're at in the economy. So there's a few things I have with the Elliott wave structure I just want to go over really quick. We have our wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. We have completed the cycle. This would be your 5th wave extension. The 5th wave extension may not be done, right? So this may continue to carry up and hit that before you start to run all the way back down. So we have a couple of bullish factors right over here. If we run our trend lines all the way up here, we can see that we have a huge bang, 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 and then this will be another support resistance up here where it'll actually come back down. So we got levels all over the place up in this area right over here. So I'm expecting a 167 by December. So that's where I'm currently still bullish on Bitcoin. So the thing is I was really, really bullish when I ran the Fibonacci from the bottom to the top right over here, which would be the top of wave 3. And then you would have completed wave 5, and then we broke above. And we were above the 1618. But the problem is we just broke right here. We just broke and closed the candle back down below the 1618. So we have a little bit of wiggle room right over here. If we zoom in and look at, we have a little bit of wiggle room right here. So could you have called this a break to the downside? You could have got away with it. This could have still been bullish right here. You could have called that right across the top, and that would have still been bullish right here. However, if this closes a candle below here, we're in trouble. That means that we're going to continue to the downside. We'll hit this, and potentially, hopefully, we're not in the bear market early. I don't see why we would be. So I'm not going to be footing or bearish at all on Bitcoin, but that's my analysis on where we're currently at on Bitcoin. Makes me a little nervous seeing it down this far, but hey, I'm holding spot right now. All my Bitcoin, all my coins right now are in no leverage trading. So at this time is the best time to be able to sit there, and it's going to be extremely volatile. So anybody that's trading with leverage is a very, very high risk. So I would not be trading leverage at all unless you just are gambling, because we could get 30% moves. We saw that. And this isn't the first time this has happened. Look how far this came down. Look how far these moves happen all the time. So this liquidation event, they quote unquote, is just a simple candle pullback. It's nothing different than what we've seen all over the place. I was here when this happened. I was here when this happened. I was here when this happened. These are all happening all the time. So what happened over here is nothing different than what we've been seeing over the years with all these different spikes. So with that being said, you could spike down and get a 50% wick to the downside and get liquidated. If you're in a 2x long, you get liquidated. So play safe. If you're going to trade leverage, do a small amount. That's gambling, extremely gambling. So the Bitcoin over here looks to be decent. This is what I was talking about, how it broke the parabolic. Once you break the parabolic, you're kind of in a downtrend, and you broke the parabolic here two times. So I was expecting it to be here and then ride all the way up, because this is October, baby. This is when we're supposed to be bullish, but we did something different. Every single year, Bitcoin has been bullish in October, except for 1 year. So this seems to be one of those weird years where we did in October run up, and we did get the higher high, but then we got to pull back. September, actually. So October was not a bullish month for Bitcoin in this year. So that makes 2 years out of Bitcoin's history that we see that it dropped back down. So it completely destroyed all of my technical analysis. I kind of assumed it was going to go up, and I left everything spot, and I walked away for a while so I can work on my projects, and this had to happen. So now I just got to redo all my charts. So that's where I'm currently at. Because you broke this, that means you're going to have to ride up the bottom side of this. So a little bit of wiggle room. We can probably ride this up at the 160 mark, 165 at this mark right here. And now we can ride back up, and then we can hit the back side of this. So this is my wiggle room, my playroom. So sometimes these will come up and they'll come up and hit again. So, but this is what I fear that's happening right now, but this is too early. So I'm going to go ahead and move on to XRP. Made me very nervous because we have a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, 5. This is confirmed break to the downside. That's what makes me a little nervous for Bitcoin. So where's XRP going? XRP can drop all the way down to this $1.10. That is very, very nasty looking. However, with XRP, I have another chart I'll show you. XRP likes to do a fake out and then just completely rocket the other way. So this is unpredictable. It is not a predictable project to trade on. You're better off just holding this token with the anticipation that it's going to go to the upside. So we were looking at the moon charts. This is what I wanted to be able to look at. I have a moon chart right over here that has a bullish action that should be turning around right here. Give me 1 minute to take care of something really quick. Oh, where was I? Sorry about that. So this is a very bullish indicator. It's not always correct, but I do like it because you can see when you hit this little moon right over here, you go skyrocketing, hit the moon, skyrocket. So I think that we could see something very interesting with this moon that we just got right here. So if anybody doesn't know what this is, you can go up to the trading view and go into your indicators, and you just type in moon cycles, and you're going to see this one right here by Incilio. This one right over here, this moon cycles by Incilio, you just click it and it pops this on, and you can see these moon cycles. Pretty freaking cool, pretty freaking accurate. So I like it. So are we going to get a bullish action on this? We could. This is XRP. So again, we're looking like we're bearish, but that's what they want everybody to think. Here's the XRP chart that I was wanted to refer to. This is a logarithmic scale. So the one we were just looking at was a regular chart, not log. And then this one over here is the logarithmic. So this one's looks completely different. And we see we got some support right over here about this 159. So we got plenty of room to hit that and then turn around and take off. We still got targets up here at the $14, $38, and $111 if we continue to ride up. So if you look back over here where it took off and then traded sideways and took off again, that's what I think is happening here. You took off, trade sideways, and you're going to take off again. So we're just waiting for that little liftoff to currently happen. I've been waiting for a long time for that liftoff to be happening. This thing's been a stable coin for the past 4 years, since 2017. This thing's been a straight stable coin. But you do have some bullish breakout right over here. You can see a 1, 2, 3, 4 times a break. And when this thing broke, She took off and stayed up. So you want to follow that same metric right over here. She takes off, and then I mean, XRP looks like it's going to ride. I'm a believer in XRP. I'm skeptical. I kind of keep it on the back burner, thinking I'm just going to keep hodling it and hope for the best. But I wouldn't put all my eggs in this basket, just an FYI. So I think Bitcoin, Ethereum, these blue chips, I think are really safe to be in. XRP is kind of a, can something replace XRP? I'm not going to FUD it. I'm just asking the question. Is it possible that someone can come in and just replace XRP with something else? I don't know. So that is a good question. I was taking a look at SUI today, and I said, "Oh my God, we hit not even a 4 times a break. This is not like my charts at all. But holy cow! Like I have expectations of being up here, and it's going down here. So it's just nasty. So now we have to wait for some sort of a cup and a handle in order to happen again. So I don't think you're going to be a straight V shape here in the next couple of weeks. So the whole crypto market is just looking like doo-doo right now. Ethereum, this line right over here is like the midline of a channel where it goes up and down and up and down and up and down. So right now you're kind of ranging in this little tight area right over here. So if you do break down again, you could potentially come back down to this 2200. That's very, very possible that you come and ride all the way back down to that level. Because if you do, you're extremely bullish right here because this is a very, very good support line. So if we do get a flash crash and then turn around and run from there, it's possible. I got levels of 7,700 by December and 18K by December. Are those levels possible according to 2017? Absolutely. Now we're going to ride into some cool stuff. I was really contemplating what's happening with this pulse chain. And let's get this X game out of here. And as I'm looking at this, this is a 3-day chart. And this is a 3-day log chart for pulse chain. And as I'm looking at this, I can see that we had a inverted head and shoulders, right? We got a left shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder. And then we got a breakout, and we're still above that. This is support right here. I do not think you're going to break back below here. We're just taking our sweet time to get it to run. So if you like my Fibonacci's, you'll see that I've got a Fibonacci that you can run from here. And we'll line this up a little bit more. Bring this line down here like that, right to the wick. All right, so you go from here, and then this is going to be, this 0.25 is going to be the top of wave 1. So this got negated for an Elliott wave structure because you broke back below here. So this became all big 1, wave 1. Now this is all big 1, wave 2. And now we're going to go up to wave 3. So you got a measured move right over here at this level 7777. That's going to be based off of the measured move off of the inverted head and shoulders. If you know what a head and shoulders is, whether it's on the top or bottom, you take from the bottom of the candle to the top of the break, and then you can take that measured move, you stick it right on where the breakout is, and that's where this is. When I ran my Fibonacci after I put this level in here, it just happened to be the golden pocket, which is the 382, 360. This is an amazing Fibonacci prediction that I got. So this is technically the bottom, and I like this, calling this the bottom, because this was the bottom I called back here. But you got a higher low, a higher low, and now you've got a higher low off of this other little higher low. So if we go ahead and zoom in a little bit more, that was a 3-day. You got another higher low sitting right over here. So you could, this is a double bottom. So this could be where it stops and then starts the next run right here. So this is wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. So we've also got a breakout. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 time as a break. That's an ugly ass break right there. I tell you what, we're not even going to look at that. We're looking at ascending triangle, ascending wedge. This will definitely give us a breakout someday. So with Richard Hart's news, he just wrote this just for the Pulse Chain community, the people. It says, I have heard a new project is launching, details within 24 hours. I'm excited. Be ready. Be ready for what? What else has he got? He's already got a copy of a Bitcoin, which is Hex. He's got a copy of Ethereum, which is Pulse Chain. He's got a copy of Uniswap, which is PulseX. He has the Ink token, so he's able to do farms already. He's got the pump tires, so people can make meme coins like Pump Fun. What else? What's next? You know, are we gonna be? He's got a bridge tool already. You know, he's promoting stuff like Liberty Swap, so he's not going to be competing with Liberty Swap. You know, everybody's kind of thinking, what is this? And I started doing some information on Grok to find out if like what possibilities. And Grok is having a hard time coming up with ideas as well. Grok looked at all his past tweets and he's trying to analyze it, and it's coming up with some stupid stuff. So even Grok doesn't even know what's going on. So looking at what Pulse Chain is doing right over here, looking at what Pulse Chain is doing right here, this looks like it's extremely bullish. And I think within 24 hours, we might start seeing some pump action happening. It might be organic. It might not be. I'm not exactly sure. But we're looking at maybe a turnaround in the market. The process is we're going to be going up, 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 up. And Pulse Chain is much needed because it's been blacklisted from the rest of crypto society. And this is the one thing that I'm really curious about is how does Pulse Chain make it? Do they make it because people actually come in and start to adapt to the Pulse Chain only community and projects? Or does Pulse Chain actually get the integration that it needs to be able to attach to the rest of society? Maybe that's the biggest problem that we have. Maybe that's what he's going to solve in the next 24 hours. Fingers crossed. If it does, I'm in place. So Pulse Chain is definitely something to keep your eyes on right now because we might get some moonshots and you might not even expect it. So we'll leave the Pulse Chain out of this right now. We'll take a look at a couple other tokens. I was really excited about Time Token, but it's doing the same thing, just flat, ranging. We dropped another 56% on that from its high. Holy cow. Want to run over to Up and Up. This was a cup and a handle, but it didn't do nothing. So it's ready to go. So as soon as it makes it back up here, you still got a measured move up at the just about $1. So from 17 cents to $1, that's the measured move off of this. Is that possible? Absolutely, 100%. Haunted and the crew over at this project have some really, really cool things that they've worked on, the LPX. And I really like it. So I'm invested, and I'm going to keep an eye on this one as well, the Up and Up X token. Same thing with Up and Up X. This is just a big happy face that did absolutely nothing, just flatlined because of Pulse Chain. So we'll kind of leave that off to the side. What else are we looking at here? We're looking at the Hex. Hex is looking like a long, drawn-out run to the upside. If we get some bullish action right over here, you could surprise me because, I mean, this is literally ready to go. There's like no resistance left. If this thing decides to start having candles, you're going to be stopped out at like the 1618 and the golden pocket zone, the 382 and the 618 here. This is the area to be stopped out at. So we need to get back up the SAC price, which is going to be what SAC price is on Pulse Chain. So looking at Hex, I don't know where it's going to go, but it looks like it's early. Hasn't taken off yet. If you want to compare the old school hex, it's just currently just bleeding out. It looks like it's got some bullish action right over here with I can't even run this down, man. So until we start seeing some green candles, it's just going to be hypothetical on where it goes and what's it's doing, because it doesn't even have that nice cup and a handle format. It's just flat. That means there's not a lot of trading volume happening on Pulse Chain, and the core tokens are basically just flatlined until something starts to happen. So, and looking at the incentive token, it's down to 117. Has it's been there before, but a long time ago, and you are currently sitting at a double bottom. This is a double bottom, and is that the? I don't know. I don't know if that's the bottom. You know, if this continues to break down, then we have to start back over with the whole another Elliott wave structure. So this is the top of wave 1. This is the bottom of wave 2. If we continue to start to run, then we'll be good. But this is like scraping the bottom unless it starts trading below here. Then we have to start the Elliott wave structure all over again. So Pulse Chain is just kind of depressed right now. So not a lot happening. Good time to build. Good time to kind of talk with the people, learn some of the projects. Just because the token prices are down on the projects doesn't mean that they're out. This is the old teddy bear. This isn't one that I would really promote. You can see what happened to it. This is the one that B Roots was shilling pretty hard, and you know, after the PDI minter came in and Atropa and the drama exposed, we can see that this bled out to crappy levels. I'm not even going to pull up PDI for anybody that's asking. So don't even bother, because PDI is junk. For all the people that are doing it, they're just they're paying people to shill that. And if you're in it, I don't agree. So you want to look at the comparison to Teddy. Now I have to admit that I went to Teddy Bear before it went down. I went to Teddy Takeover, and I asked them to do marketing, and free marketing didn't cost them nothing. I just simply wanted to have a friendly challenge with my Teddy Bear project and them, get some free marketing. I would do videos and augmented reality, and they declined me. So same thing with Peacock. So I think there's something wrong with some of these projects that don't want to do free marketing, that don't want to do free collaboration. So all these people that have said, no, we don't want to do anything with you, we're not interested, it raises some red flags. Because if another project had come to me and said, hey, KRJ Crypto, can I come in and help you work on your project and help you build and help you promote and stream, and I tell them no, they would look at me like there's something wrong. So just an FYI, that's probably the reason why they don't have anything happening right here. So they didn't let me promote. They didn't let me help them out. So I got no sympathy for these projects at all. We're looking at Solid X. I got nothing good to say about Solid X right now. I mean, it's there's no bullish action at all. You've completely destroyed the chart completely. Will it turn around? Sure, but at $1.70, I was buying this thing at $11, man. I really thought this was going to go at $11 with Fire Whale behind it and all the clout. But we can see that everybody that's holding is probably still holding, and I think they're holding because this is a special token. This was the original Solid X. Whenever they are doing the X game, the X game is like a rocket ship game that people are playing. Apparently, it's going to be burning this token. So this one's going to have deflationary metrics to it, which is pretty cool. So I think in the long run, this may end up getting something. But right now, I mean, at $1.74 a token, you might be looking at getting a deal, but it's all of it's risky, man. So Solid X is kind of sitting here in the wings, waiting for something to happen as well. And we don't even want to talk about Spark Swap because I think they've completely rugged their project. I'm not sure what they're doing. They're already on to another project. All I know is I believed in it. I staked, and my stuff is still locked up in their sparkler. And I think my hundreds of dollars is worth like $20 right now. So this was a mistake to get into this project. So anybody that's locking up their tokens in somebody else's project and don't have the ability to get out, this may be a lesson learned if you want to learn from my lesson right here. So it sounded like a good project. I believed in them, but this is what happened. So I got nothing good to say about Spark Swap as of right now. I don't think they're coming back because the website, everything's kind of trashy with that. Now, PTGC. I don't want to talk smack about PTGC now, but I tell you what, I really thought we were bullish above this trend line. As soon as we broke below it, I knew we were going to go down. I have no control over these charts in the markets, but I can tell you that this is now starting to turn around, but you got a lower high or lower low, so you still have a little bit more of a run to go. So you want to run this. This is a very good bullish line right over here. We haven't quite hit it yet, so we can actually come down here before we turn around. Now, this trend line right over here hit a 1, 2, 3, 4 time as a break, and it has to retest 2 times. Here's a 1, 2, 3, 4 times a break. No retest right here. So that means that when this thing does come back up here, it's going to smack its head. It's going to come back down here about 50% of this move right here, and then it has to hit this for 2 times in order to break this. If it breaks this and continues to ride to the upside, we'll all be happy, but you got some more resistance happening right here as well. There's a big old triangle happening right here, so you're going to be stuck in this little like purgatory zone after you get past that. So PTGC, if you're listening, I have an alien project on base. I'd love to collaborate with you guys and work together. You can hit up KRJ Crypto. I'd love to utilize the augmented reality, the aliens, and all this stuff that we have. So I really like this genre coming up with the 3-eye atlas and all this commotion about aliens. Good project happening. So right now we just got a little bit of turnaround to happen. If we get a whole bunch of candles that come in, you're looking at a price of about 0.0035. So you want to come back up and hit this level right over here. That's almost 100% from the price you're currently at right now. So is this a deal to get in PTGC? I believe so. I think PTGC is a good project to get into. I think it's a good project to stay into. They have a staking platform as well. I did stake my tokens. I staked them. I got in about this level right here. So I'm currently underwater, but I don't care. You got people like B-Roots that are currently shilling this. And you know what happens when B-Root shills it. It does get some attention. So I think that when we do turn around and start going up, I think that PTGC will have a lot more power than you think it does. It does have a buy and sell tax, and that's okay with me because I got my tokens and I'm currently holding. So I'm at a good level. So PTGC, good job. Keep up the good work. I love the streams you guys put on. Keep up the good work on that, man. And that brings me to Alien Invasion. This is Rune's project. Itsy Joker. I'm the dev for this project right over here. This is one that I'm heavily vested in. This is a project that's based off of, it's on the base chain, not on Pulse Chain. I do have a Pulse Chain copy, but there's no liquidity. I did not launch it here because I don't believe I'm going to have enough support on the Pulse Chain for a Pulse Chain version of this coin. It's got a 0% buy tax and a 5% sell tax. So if anybody's interested in coming in and getting some of this, we've been in here just cooking. I got a lot of stuff that I'm building for this project, including, I haven't told anybody this. People in the chat don't know, but I have an AI platform that I'm building for this. So you can generate your images, your videos, your music. So it's going to be a good place to come to be able to learn how to do AI. So this is going to be a a cash based where you would buy credits like regular AI platforms. It's the same platforms you currently use, except for this is going to be more user friendly. So in the near future, there's going to be more talk about that. So I'm just going to put that on the side right now and say, let's come in, enjoy the project right now. I have a 5% sell tax on this token, but if you hold liquidity, it'll drop your tax down by 1%. If you get the PFP NFT, which I'm about to launch, that'll drop it another 1%. If you get the domain, which I'll explain later, you'll learn more about, that'll be another 1% off. So eventually you can get down to a 0% sell tax. I didn't make it high. I didn't make it ridiculous. And it's extremely simple. So if anybody wants to take a look at this project, it's alieninvasion.ai. If Uzi, if you're in the chat, if you want to go ahead and post that so that people can see the link. But this is the project I currently built. Made it all super easy for us to utilize. I even have augmented reality stuff in here for the people that are that want to play with little aliens and spaceships. And I have the swap tool right on here. You can go straight from Ethereum on base over to this, or you can use the Phantom wallet, which works extremely well for anybody that's in Solana. They can just bridge tokens from Solana over to Ethereum on base, and then they can buy the token. Here's the CA right here. So if anybody wants the CA. And then currently I'm doing the same thing I did with Teddy Bear. We're burning 95% of the supply. I'm currently down to 100 billion left, and I'm going to be dropping it down to 50 billion here. I think I'm going to do 1 billion at a time. We're going to burn probably 1 billion a week. And our bottom supply will be right around the 50 billion. If there's consensus and there's voting, we may drop it down to 10 billion, depending on how the project goes. But that's our current thing. So if anybody wants alieninvasion.ai, if you're using an Android or a iPhone, you just go to your browser, and then there's going to be a little white button here. You can make this alien come to life on your phone. It actually turns your camera on, and then it'll drop that 3D character in real life to be able to see. So, and then here's a quick scan tool. If anybody uses their phone, they can just scan this tool right here, and that will bring up the augmented reality as well. And we still got the Halloween stuff up here, so if anybody wants to play with that. And just an FYI, I add Easter eggs on these pages, so if you scroll all the way down, I'm a dork, so I put stuff like this. It's the craziest thing. You actually scroll all the way down this far. Keep an eye out for more Easter eggs. Anyway, so yeah, there's lots of cool stuff that I put on these websites that you can find that's hidden. Including this right over here. This is an English to Runic. Runic is the language that aliens speak. So if you wanted to say hello world, you can then copy this and then paste that. And then if for some reason somebody gives you this and you want to come and translate it, you just come back to the website, you just paste it in here, and then it'll tell you what the translation is in real time. So that's how we talk in our Telegram. So we send each other little messages like this. Cool stuff. So going back to what Richard Hart's project is going on here, I think this is a really, really good bullish thing that's happening. Hopefully it's going to be a lot better than the pump tires fiasco, because I don't think that was a good project to launch. It just it gave a lot of hype to the project, but I don't think it gave it positive hype. It is a tool there was already a tool already on here like that, but with Richard Hart actually launching it, I think it was part of the package. Now, since he's going to be launching something else, whether it's him or somebody else, he doesn't really say. He just says something is launching, details within 24 hours. People are going to be jumping on it, the whole community. So he's got a lot of people that are actually looking at it, reposting, retweeting, and commenting. So nobody has any idea what it is. So we'll find out tomorrow on that, and maybe I'll do another stream after it starts, and we'll talk about it. And last but not least, if you want to go ahead and go to the Alien Invasion, this is a Not Alien at Not Alien IO is the ticker for this right over here for X. Currently have 1,000 followers. Thank you to the people that have boosted this in the past 3 weeks. I went from 15 followers to 1,000 followers organically, jumping in streams and hustling. Let's go ahead and get this up to 10K followers now. So we'll be doing more videos on TikTok and YouTube and pushing out different streams that way. But this is all I got for you. I'm going to go ahead and get back to doing what I'm doing. I really appreciate your time. Anybody that's here, thank you very much.